Hello, Venus Noir here. And today we're going to talk about the start of game dev, choosing your engine and choosing your language. Now, I know a lot of people here are either beginners, intermediate, novice, advanced, veterans, whatever you are looking at this video. But this is mostly for the beginners and the start of your game dev journey, and I'm going to help you choose where to start. And there's no other place to start than choosing a correct game engine and a correct language based off what you want to learn. Now, learning programming is not necessary to learn how to make video games, but I highly recommend at least learning the basis of it because it will make your life a whole lot easier. But that's just my personal opinion. Now, for those of you who are still not convinced that this is where you should be, or this is the right path you should be taking, if you have such strong feelings about it, you might as well go ahead and do it. You're not wasting your time, or what's the worst that can happen? You might love it, you might have some success. There's nothing wrong with just trying it out. I've been interested in making video games since I was probably 13, 14. And no matter how I seem to get away from it, it always comes back to me. So the whole back and forth, I'm so familiar with that. You have to believe in yourself. And I know that's so cliche, but you have to believe in yourself and just do it, you know. And I think the best course of action to just doing it is literally getting started and jumping in with whatever knowledge you might need to learn or you already know. Period. Okay. Yeah, now that I feel like I got you, everybody that's still here is still ready to learn. Where do I start? Where do I start? Do I start with the engine, the language, the art, the themes, the music, the UI? Where do I start? Well, to be honest, it's wherever you want to be completely honest. But I can give you a good, decent list to go by. You know, it's not concrete because everything in life is variables, and my variables will probably be different from your variables, and your variables will probably be different from your friends. But I can kind of give you a good skeleton sheet or a good basic of what you should start with first. And in my personal opinion and my personal experience, choosing a game engine is the first thing you should probably do, in my humble jumble wumbo opinion. And now to get started on gaming engines. There are a vast amount of gaming engines for you to start to learn with, and it really depends on what you want to do. And I've touched all of them. Let me a quick note here, post-editing Venus. After researching and looking at all the game engines, no, I have not. No, I have not. Not even close. Thank you. Back to the video. I'm being so serious. I've touched all of them. The only ones I think I haven't touched yet is I know there's one where you can, like, it pretty much gives you the tools to pretty much make the game itself and it's already pre-made. I forgot what it's called, though. And then I have not touched what else was it? I can't remember it, but the ones I have, let me talk about the ones I have touched. I've touched GB Studios. I've touched Godot. That's what I'm working in right now, and my personal opinion is one of the best resources for any game developer right now. I've touched Unity. I've touched RPG Maker, which if you want to make games in RPG Maker, go for it. I will warn you, I believe the community is still active, but I believe the support for it is going down. If I'm not sure, somebody fact check that, please, but I'm not sure. And then there is Scratch, which Scratch is a good way to learn video games, don't get me wrong. And I got very basic out of it before I really like I need something else. So you really have a lot of different things you can work with, and there's a lot free. There's Game Maker, and I don't know why I want to say Yo-Yo Games, but no, Game Maker. So these are all the different things you can use, and you know, there are more resources and things coming out for people to use nowadays. So right now, your first step is figuring out a game engine, and just sticking with the game engine. Because as a person who's done it, I'm telling you, it's very easy to be like, no, I don't want to do this. Let me go to this game engine. No, this might be easier. Let me go to this game engine. Learn a game engine. I'm telling you, learn the game engine, and your life will be a whole lot easier for whatever you want to do. And the whole discussion about game engines actually leads me into my next point. I am so sorry to tell you this, but I do think it's worth your while to learn some basic code. As a guy who was trying to avoid it for so long, and then realize if you actually go through Python as a piece by piece and don't try to force yourself, that's not the phrase I want to use. Don't rush through it and take your time and really learn the basics of programming. Once you learn that, you can go on and do what you need to do. But in my humble personal opinion, as a guy who had no coding experience, and I've always seen the videos, hey, how I made a game with no coding experience. In my humble opinion, it was easier to download an app and to do daily exercises in Python to make sure I grabbed the basics. And once I did that, it started showing more in Godot. Because, you know, Python and Godot go hand in hand. So whatever language your game engine is based off of, I just recommend learning the basics. I'm not telling you to go make a calendar app that might be actually a calendar app or like a calculator app. I'm not asking you to rewrite a library. I'm literally asking you to learn the basics of what your game engine's language is based off of. And I promise you, it is a helpful decision because it's going to help a lot of things start clicking more. I'm telling you. As someone who always thought that, you know, always hear the, you know, I have no coding experience and I did this in Godot. I'm not one of those people. I wasn't one of those people. And you might be, but you also might not be. So I'm telling you, take a month and just learn the basics and you will be so thankful you did. And once you learn, it won't hurt. It really won't hurt to learn it. So just, in my humble opinion, take a few minutes out of your day to learn the language. That's all. Just a few minutes. I'm not asking for hours. Just a few minutes. And that's pretty much all you need to get started on your first journey. Don't want to overload you too much. There will be more videos explaining more in-depth stuff. But yeah, really get out there, choose it, and just start working on it. No more delay, no more procrastinating. Let's get started. All right. Peace.